thank you so much for being here with me.
Oh, man, thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I have to tell you that you are someone whose like body of work and like work ethic I've admired for a very long time. Like I find you incredibly inspiring as a storyteller. Like you made me want to tell better stories, you know. So I appreciate everything that you've done so far. I'm so excited about the things that you have coming up. Like
thank you.
Truly. I'm so glad that you're here with me.
Man, thank you.
So I want to ask you, because you're someone who has created everything that you've created out of your hometown. Like you've created out of your city. You didn't move to New York or LA or any of that. I wanted to hear from you of what it means to you to build everything from the ground up somewhere that maybe doesn't get as much industry looks as the two coast cities.
We have a long history in Houston of comedy. You know, you have Sam Kinison, you have Thea Vidal, you have Bill Hicks, you have Billy D. Washington, you have Rushion McDonald. So I stayed there out of straight up anger. You know, somebody told me that I had to move, and I felt like that was crazy to me, that I would have to move somewhere to start doing stand-up, to go somewhere else to start over. So, you know, I took that personal. And, you know, most of everything I've ever built is out of anger. Somebody say I can't do... No, that's why I don't tell people not to get mad. You know, misplaced anger is the problem. You know, this is very well-placed anger. I was upset that you tell me that I would have to go somewhere else. You know, just like when I got out of prison, this dude told me I would be back, and I got mad about that. I'm like, as a visitor, you know, I won't be here staying at all. It's like, this is it. You see me one time. Yeah, so it's always a big thing to stay in Houston. You know, I felt like if I did so happen to make it, how would my community benefit if I was somewhere else? You know, the people who I went to school with, the people who I stay in the neighborhood with, how can you not, you know, benefit from me you can't benefit from me if I'm somewhere else. You have to see me in the city and then be able to take from my experience and me be able to teach. You know what I'm saying? One of my guys that I taught works here, you know, Ashton. You know, I'm a Houston guy, and I was doing my thing, and I would tell him how terrible he was, and he got mad, and then he became a writer on the show, and I was so proud of him.
I know. Ashton's incredible. That's Oh, man. And so your special, My Two Sons, which, by the way, when you drop specials, I get very excited. I get very excited to see. When I tell you I was excited for Monday, I was telling people about Mondays, like Mondays was coming out in the theater. Like, I was literally like, hey, y'all want to go see Mondays? And they're like, where are we going to go? Like, my house? Like, it's going to be on YouTube. And, like, the way that you do it, the way that you release for the people and everything, and you have done everything, once again, yourself, and you've created the platform that you have now. I mean, you winning an award for an independent special.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy. Yeah. And the award is really not even for me. It's for other independents, to give them more motivation that you can actually win an award without the machine. You know, I'll probably never get that Emmy, you know, because that's a whole different political thing. But, you know, to win any type of award and get recognized for your work as an independent is incredible.
Yes, absolutely. You also have a piece you put out from inside where you talk to current inmates, like people who are incarcerated right now, and you actually in your spare time go and do shows for people who are incarcerated.
Yeah, you know, just to let that officer know that I'm back and I'm leaving. See you again. And put it in his face. You still work here, huh?
Yeah.
So I go there for motivation, you know, because I need them to see somebody who is in the same condition. I'm not one of the celebrities or one of these people that go in and then you try to tell people who've never been in a condition how they should behave or what they should do. But now you have somebody who was here, you know, that came from this space, and I can tell you the steps that you're gonna need to take in order to, once you get out. Because the rehabilitation starts inside. You have to change whatever mindset inside, because once you get out, it becomes harder, because now you have to be the person that you said that you were inside. You know, and I'm that exact person, you know what I'm saying? I never dealt in prison politics. You know, I wasn't trying to be here. You know, I've had, first 2 years it was different. Okay, so let me be honest. First 2 years I was a wild man. Because they gave me 15 years and I thought I was gonna do all 15. I'm 19, I'm like, I'm not getting out here to 33. This is my life. And so, but then in somewhere in there, older guy told me, hey man, if you change your behavior, you can get out. And you have to change your mindset for when you are out. So I went on this road of trying to be more diplomatic and revert back to the person that my mom and them raised. You know, I come from a good family. I was embarrassing my family by being inside. You know, when your mother works at a college, she used to build computers, and she's like, where your son at? Oh, he's You know, so that was a whole thing. So I didn't want to embarrass my family when I got out. So I changed a lot of things, you know, and I never spoke, prison language. So when I got out, people didn't even know I was in prison until I said it on Ari's show in 2015. You know, I've been doing stand-up since '97. So then now, I'm like the prison go-to guy, But I think that the benefit of me is going to see those guys, letting them see my face, letting them feel my energy and understand, hey, you can't trick me in this. I'm gonna tell you exactly what you in here doing and what you're not doing and what it's gonna take for once you get out. And once you get out, bro, you're gonna have to humble yourself. Because that was, in comedy, I've humbled myself multiple times. I remember when DL told me that I was gonna have to take a back seat in order to get on the mainstream. I'm on the chitlin circuit making plenty of money, like almost like dope money again. It was crazy. It was crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, yo, Rob Stapleton was the actual person who told me first, and then DL called me for a show, and I was like, how much? He was like, $50. I was like, back seat? This is the trunk. But going on that, taking that $50, going on the mainstream has gotten me to here. I've been on multiple other shows, and why I went independent, really, when people ask me why I went independent, it's not a big, fascinating story. I did a special with Comedy Central, Bigger Than These Bars. I took a clip and put it on my social media, and they copyright infringed me for my own face, and then we called. I said, well, so I can't promote that, and they said, well, we own it. And I took that we own it as they owned me. And I was like, oh, never again. So I just went independent. And
So you're also on tour. This Custom Fit tour is not only international, but it's your first arena shows.
Yes.
That is amazing. That is incredible.
It really is. It really is. If I look back from where I started, and it's like all comics start in these smaller rooms, and that's the beauty of it, that all of us start in the same place, and you can grow if that's what you're trying to do, and it's not a disrespect to small rooms or bars or wherever you performing at. It's just the growth of how you marketing yourself and how many people want to come see you. So to sell out the Chesapeake Arena in Baltimore and then add a show, and hopefully that sells out, and go to Europe and do all these things. I can't get into London no more. It's crazy. I've been there, and they say if you've ever been convicted of a felony, you can't come back. I was like, but I've been already. I should be grandfathered in or something.
Yeah. That's wild. That's wild.
And so the Custom Fit tour, people think it's about the clothes, even though it's a lot of custom outfits.
I mean, they do look great. Yeah, this is fantastic.
This is Gucci. Brand of choice. But it's really about the people that you put around you. And in your life, you're gonna have to custom fit your friend circle and your business circle to what you're trying to do. You can't take everybody with you. And some people gonna fall off along the way. But I wanna be a benefit to the people that I'm around, and I want the people that's around me to be a benefit to me. So that
is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for being here with me. Truly, it's an honor, and it means the world to me to be able to sit with you, especially across the desk.
Man, thank you. I was gonna wear some like normal clothes, but I see you not in your hoodie, so I say I don't want him to feel. I don't want him to feel like an outcast. I'm gonna wear a suit as well.
I appreciate you.
We both look great from the South.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Be sure to check out Ali's special, My Two Sons, on YouTube. The custom fit tour dates are on alisiddiq.com. Ali Siddiq, everyone.